Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic's good. The mic be good, man. The mic be good. Well. Hmm. Good morning, everybody. If anybody's in here, anyway. Yeah, nobody's in here. Ain't nobody in here. Just me by myself. Not quite. Nope. This is just odd. This is just odd. I do not see that often, which is fine. It's fine. I'm down to learn new things. I'm down to learn new things. So I'm cool with it. I just ain't really seen much of that kind of price action. One thing I'd say looks pretty clear is that was indeed a I mean it's not like for sure yet, but it sure looks like it was indeed an ABC correction and the pump to follow. Well, there's not going to be a ton for me to talk about today because I can't. I just, man, I don't know. Actually, now with that pullback, that does make me want a long. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Nah, you know what? I think I'm gonna sit today out. I had a really good sort of end of the week, start to the week. Really good. Cannot complain. Where's that? I don't even know if have all the TA still. Was it on Bybit maybe? I might have deleted it all. Now this looks like it. You know what I mean? I caught a great short out of here. I added to my short there. I caught a fresh short there. I caught a good long here. Didn't hit the whole target, but got up there. Caught a decent short there. I caught this short here from this high to this low. I mean, like, I got a lot of good trades in the last few days. I can't complain. I absolutely got stopped, and I ain't gonna lie about it. I got stopped at a 2% loss instead of a 1% loss like I would normally take because I, like an idiot, decided to add up here. But, whatever, it's fine. I lost 2% after fucking gaining 30%. It's not a big deal. And this makes me very nervous to long. That and just generally being in, let's go back to a more blankish chart. Generally, you know, we getting up there, man. We getting up there. You know, we're approaching the premium of this range. For the entire expansion leg from the range low, this guy, to where we currently are, there was one pullback and one pullback only. And yeah, so it just kind of makes me nervous along. Kind of makes me nervous along. I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I mentioned this. But I do like the look of. I mean, in hindsight's always 2020, right? It's always 2020. You gotta go. We gotta bump up to what? 3-day would be there. Yeah, is it daily though? Yeah. Look at the daily time frame, and that does really look like a Model 1 reaccumulation. I'm still just pissed that it missed this demand range. That make me no happy. Which is also was adding to my reasons to wanting to short up here, but oh well. You know, I mean, there's this daily order block down here. I like these, but that's a ways down. Retracement, like a 5% retracement back to there. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. But maybe not. I just yeah, I think you know, yesterday taught me a lesson that good morning Matrix. Yesterday taught me a lesson that I had just pushed myself a little bit too far. You know, and kind of broke my winning streak, and you know, I mean, I think that's the time for me where it's like, okay, you know, let's just sit down and relax. Now, see, that doesn't present locally great. Hey, Luke, we chewed through the 12-hour order block wherever you are, buddy. I'm going to guess no. Yeah, that didn't look great on the lower time frames. I don't know, man. I don't know if my spidey senses are picking up any real resistance in this area. Somebody might make an argument of like some sort of no. So I don't understand those. Those don't work for me. Yeah, I'm looking locally at this, and I'm going, okay. So we lost 5-minute structure. When's the last time we lost 5-minute structure bearishly? I'm hunting for it, and I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it since like here. Oh no, I take that back. Lost 5-minute there only to rip. That's about it though. What did volume look like up in here? So it died off on the high. See, like this makes me want to short. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I don't have a great section of resistance on my chart in this area. As a matter of fact, the ones that I had all my resistance marked out on, it kind of cleared resistance. It's the orb from this morning. Hey, bro, come on. Mm. Mm. Maybe. I just don't know if I trust it, y'all. Oh, here we go with this fucking highlighter again. Hey, if there's any, hey, Matrix streams all for you, dude. If you have anything you want to look at, I'm happy to do so. Hmm. Damn, that's so tempting to short. Oh, that's so tempting. But I promised myself I've far exceeded my goals for the week, last week and this week. I'm kind of combining those a little bit. I'm cheating. I don't normally trade the weekends, and I traded the shit out of the weekend, so I don't know whether that consider that like last week's or this week's wins. Uh, hey, Snitch Goblin, what do you want to talk about, bro? What do you want to talk about? Because all I'm doing is talking about how I don't want to trade this price action, this current price action here. That's really all I'm doing, which is not helpful to anybody. So, what does the Snitch Goblin want to look at? I think in Otter Chat somebody said check Doge. Ada, what do we have on Ada? Is this Ada? Hmm. 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 Sonic and SEI? Yeah, we can look at those. SEI ought to be interesting anyway. Hmm. God damn, that looks like a short to me too. Son of a bitch. But I got spanked on my bottom yesterday shorting. What were we doing? Sonic. Sonic was doing Sonic the Hedgehog. Do they have like USDT.P type Sonics? That's not encouraging, huh? I mean, like, isn't it supposed to go like up and then down? Why does it just go down, down? Why does it do that, man? What's up with that? A little bit of distribution at the highs. I don't know. Kind of looks like a long right here. Let's see. Let's see, because we have a little bit of a structure loss there with a backtest into it. I would want to target this high. Not the template I wanted. You have some unconfirmed supply above you. It's not confirmed, so I wouldn't put too much weight on this. Let's drop the opacity. Let's get down to the 15. No help there. Just looking at the return to 15-minute bullish here. I think that's 15, isn't it? Yeah. I'm looking at the return to 15-minute bullish structure here. Dude, come trend line, high, click, drag, hold shift, let go, go. Jesus H. And I'm going, okay, so we broke and we got back down to discount. I would have really preferred to have lifted from here, but doesn't really care what I prefer, does it? Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of see two potential flows. One flow looks a little bit more like that, could be a bit deeper into there. And the other flow is actually a return to break this high and back up to here. That's kind of the two main things that I would be looking for on it. I wish that this looked like this, and then I'd say smash the long button. But it doesn't look like that. It does not look like that. But yeah, I kind of feel like up. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I do. Let's see here. Let's go back to the 4. Yeah, see, that's the trouble with this chart, though. I do not like this place for a swing low. Like a swing low is in like a swing low. You know what I mean? Like hanging out there on the chart for a while. I don't love that. No, I really don't. Yeah. So for that reason, maybe wait for something a little bit more clear on here. Yeah, like a return above this high. Let's get price back up there, and then I would let's draw that a little differently. And then I would start looking for a retracement long up to here. It's probably the safer way to look at it. But wouldn't be surprised if it rips from here. Again, I already said it, but I don't love where this low is. I just don't like it. And I don't particularly like where this low is either. So a little bit of problems there, but yeah, another place I would be interested is if you run this low one more time. Get down somewhere into demand and then come up. I'd be a little bit interested there. Oh, no, we got everybody. Sonic, SEI. Let's do SEI real quick. A lot of these charts, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. A lot of these charts are going to be really challenging for me. If the stance looks anything like Bitcoin, it is going to be uber challenging. Well, this doesn't look so hateful. All right, so you took out the strong high. Cool. we had planned this trade like back in April, late April or so. Wild. 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 All right, so now we way up here. Now we way up here. A little bit of potential initiation out of the range. So daily close up there. Weekly could close bearishly, but I'm not too concerned about that. Let me clean up some of the stuff over here. See what we're working with. Yeah, it's a pretty strong initiation. I don't think it's too bullish to come back to a place like this. I'm going to leave that marked on the chart regardless. We've interacted with that. We have exceeded at least 50% of it. I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of this line. We're going to replace it with one of those things. We're going to drop to the 4. And not super visible on the 4, but let's see. So this would probably be a little bit more like 6. We have yeah, we've gone from here to here, slight pullback up to here. This is a weak high. Yeah, like this. For me, I think if we could surpass the zone from 3 cents to 2.2963 to 0.3009, if we could surpass this zone right here, then I think that leaves plenty of room for some targets. Target this guy first, and then I'd be targeting up here. And I think that would still provide us with a decent risk to reward to get up to there. I mean, an 11% move off of a 3R kind of sucks. So if you could refine that, that would be cool. But yeah, I think I would want to, I just want to see it come past supply. Hopefully get some manner of back test. But I just want to see it past that zone. I just want to see it past that zone. And then I want to, then I would be entertaining, yeah, the old long trade off of it. Yeah. Yep. I think that's exactly, yeah, that's exactly how I'd treat that one. I mean, and all, if you're just an absolute cowboy, you could attempt along here. But by the time you achieve this zone here, I'd probably put my stop loss and break even, right? If you entered right here, by the time we got up in that zone, I'd have my stop loss and break even, just in the event that this zone were to roll us back down, maybe purge that low one more time prior to a climb up, anything along those lines. Yeah. But yeah, overall, I like the purge of this low. I like the touch into demand. I like the weak high. I like this as a target. This to me is the zone that once you pass this, I think it's up. I think it's back up to the week high. That's what I think. And then what do we have after that? Oh, BTC dominance. What's that up to? BTC.D, what are we doing, homie? Are we climbing still? What are we doing here, bud? It's bullish, man. It's bullish. But also like I kind of think of it like this way where you know what I mean, like you'd retrace back into this section of demand here. And you lift back up and you take the high out, and none of this structure is broken bearishly. So all signs still point up on it. But like if we looked at like total, let's look at total 3. So if you, let's go to total 2 actually. So it's like if you take Bitcoin out of the mix, everything else is still up 11% or $130 billion, right? And so I guess all I'm trying to say is there for me, just because Bitcoin dominance is going up, I don't think that necessarily means that that everything else is going down. No, I think they can all go up at the same time. Hold that high, huh? I wanted to short Tether, but bum bum bum. Tether not look so good. There was something else in here. What are we gonna? Oh, god dang it! I wanted to look at. Sorry, I gotta look. I wanted to look at Doge. I wanted to look at Doge because I like Dogecoin, and it's less exciting than I was hoping for. Gosh, way less exciting. So much less exciting. Well, I don't know. I mean, unless you like shorting. It needed to be just a bit further. That looks kind of weak. That needed to be a bit further up there. So I take that back. I'm not interested in Doge anymore. TRX. Let's see. SEI. Yeah, TRX. TRX. Haven't seen that one in a hot minute. TRX weekly. Oh God, that's right. I recall now the positioning on this chart is just lame. I don't want to delete that part. I just want to delete all of this. And this, and this, and this, and this. That's all I wanted, man. That's all I wanted. I think that's a long. I don't even know if you can trade this on perpetuals, but like on futures. But I kind of feel like that's a long. Man, the 4 hour? How big is this range? Is this sucker pretty big? It's decent. Kind of like this. I kind of like that. That's the idea I like the most locally. That is the idea I like the most. Yep. Show enough. I'm changing that orb. I'm changing to something that makes more sense for my brain. Uh, TRX, we did that one. What happened? Maybe this happened when it got listed. Yeah, it could be. I think you're referring to Sonic that just went down. Uh, Volta, a rebranding token. Volta. 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 Well, let's just go take a look at Volta then. Yeah. No, no, that's not gonna work. Is that really the ticker? AUSD? Let's check it on Binance. I don't know. I feel like I'm not looking at the right chart. Polynex. I'd stay the hell away from this. That's what I'd do. I'd stay the hell away from that thing. Wrong Sonic. Used the S previous FTM blowfin chart. S. You talking about this thing? We talking about this thing? I'm gonna guess we talking about this thing. I'd probably try and keep it stupid simple on this. See if we can finish like the right shoulder. Yeah. I would have treated this as resistance. So now I'm treating it as demand. This range right here. Yeah, let's see if you get something like that. Get 15-minute structure back on your side. I definitely have the trade secured by 33.24. I think I'll just wait for that. Now I do have a topping range. Oh yeah, I definitely secure the trade by there. There may be a short that would come out of that. Maybe just target like this next demand range here. What does this line make it go away? It's setting me. Those are the two things locally I would watch for. Yep, yep, yep. So this is the natural scenario when everything goes together up with BTC because the inflow is not focused only on BTC. Yeah, the inflow is definitely not focused only on BTC. Yep. Yep. Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, let's look at yeah, we still know because dominance is still going up, right? Like even just this leg right here. What is this to from yesterday morning to today, right? Dominance is still up 1% over the inflows to everything else in the market. So there's still more going into Bitcoin than there is the rest of the market. But the rest of the market, when you look at total 2 or total 3, so this includes ETH, the rest of the market is coming up let's go from Monday, Tuesday, 2%. And total 3, pretty similar story. This excludes ETH. They're all everything's coming up. Everything's coming up. Everything is coming up. You worthless fucking orb. Anyways, any old hoodles. God, this might be long too. No, less than confident there. Black and blue, what's up, bud? Where you been? Where you been, homie? Yeah, I just don't have a lot. But since Black and Blue's on, let's go look at Fartcoin. Mm-mm. 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 No, it was just hella bullish coming into that zone. Hella bullish. I guess we did get a target on that, huh? Oh, that's why. Because the target for this was achieved before this was ever interacted with. So once the target was hit, everything flipped bullishly, and we just, we just pulled off at the low. Probably could rotate clean back to the high at this point. Definitely to this, definitely to that. So your primary low of this local range is here. We're getting down towards discount. I don't like the peel of that high prior to the break of this low, though. That I don't like. So, again, no trade for me. I think I would rather wait to see if it can, essentially break down out of this zone, flow down, yank this low, either pop off of this little like order block down here just below the low itself right there, or I'm going to wait for price. I'd want to wait for price to interact with this zone down here. and see what kind of structure we could get to develop there. Uni. Y'all love them altcoins. Yeah, probably up. Got monthly SFP. Target acquired. Look at that shit. Look at that shit, would you? Bing to... Hey, get on there. That's exactly how it's supposed to work. That is precisely how it's supposed to work. I don't know, man. See, I was yesterday. My entire plan was shorting liquidity like this off of the chart, and I lost money doing that. And so, now I'm like, as much as I kind of want to short and see how much of this we can clean off. I'm a ninny. I'm afraid to do so now. Now I'm afraid to do it, guys. Now I'm scared. Now I'm scared, and I don't want to do it. So I'm probably not going to do it. Some of these things look so tempting to short right now, man. They look so tempting to short. But I mean, I don't. For shits and giggles, I'm just gonna put this on here, and we're just gonna pretend. But I don't know, I can't bring myself to do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I had way too good of a last 5 days trading or so. I'm not gonna let it all go at this point. So I can't do it. But it's tempting. Anyways, you probably want to know where the long is. Well, if the market worked anything like it did yesterday, the long is probably right in here somewhere where I would never expect it. Just coming off some random low somewhere. Or I do like that level, and yeah, I do like this level. Or rather, this would be a zone. But I don't know. Let's look at the daily, or whatever. Let's go to the weekly. Fuck it. Let's go to the monthly. I mean, you had a full range rotation from the high that was put in on March of 24, back to the low that was put in on August of 24, which in range theory places weakness back onto the high. So I mean, it could go up quite some ways. Let's go back to the weekly now. Don't like all those topside wicks. Those can go away. Yeah, this area down here has not, well, maybe it has. Nope, that's been touched too. Yeah, we create an inefficiency, fill an inefficiency. I don't like those. Yeah, I don't know. I just knew. I was like, part of me was like, dude, don't even bother streaming today. Don't even fucking bother with it. You're not gonna like the charts. You're gonna waste everybody's time. But then I was like, yeah, but then what am I doing? Right? I should stream regardless. And so here I am streaming, and it is going as terrible as I thought it would. Just going piss poor. Well, no, it has been a while since we've seen some price action like this. Been a couple of days, I feel like, where you actually lose some structure, hit demand, or I'm sorry, supply, and then start crawling back down. That really hasn't happened in quite some time. I think we'd found some places where structure had broken bearishly, but there was really no supply to back test. I don't know. I don't know. I like it's the same problem. Like I wanna peel some lows off, but I'm not pushing my luck because that was my theory yesterday and it didn't work. Whiff trade you gave yesterday was on point, my man. I wish I could say I gave a whiff trade yesterday, but whoever did, bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. Or did I? Did I give a whiff trade yesterday? Fuck, maybe I did. My bad. Did I do this? But sure as shit cracked its target, huh? I guess I did that yesterday. It says Tuesday. we were looking for we were looking for a run on this high, but it just failed its local high before cleaning off all of that liquidity. Well, that's cool. Hey, never mind. I guess I did do a I guess I did do a thing. Fucking glad somebody fucking yes, you did. Dude, see, I don't even remember. I don't even remember because I don't trade. I don't like the 90th percent of this stuff over here. I don't trade this stuff. The all my watch list looks like this because of all the things people have asked for over the years. Um, that's why my yeah. So I fly through these things and rinse and repeat TA like perspectives, and I walk away from a stream and I have no fucking clue what assets I even looked at. Like I forget over half of them. Yeah, Luke, you I think you might have you got on late. I was saying that earlier. I was like, hey Luke, we ate through the 12-hour supply block, and yeah, we did it with some just some shit structure. Let's refresh. Oh, I guess I was right on both sides, huh? Shit, son of a bitch. The only difference is like the original target on this would have been demand, but because demand had already been interacted with and then the high failed, the target on this would be this low. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way, right? It would have been this low here. And yeah, I mean, like if you lose, now that I can go, hey, cool, look, I did a thing. I mean, eh, eh, eh. Give me a little bit of break there. Let's refresh our perspective on whip. No, went too far. I want that supply to stay there. I'm just going to come from this low. It's close enough that I think we're just going to come from that one. No. Okay. Okay, now we go up. You don't really want to lose this low here. This one or this one, whichever one you want to talk about, right? You don't really want to lose that. That would not be particularly good. That could fill this gap down to here or to here. So I would like to refresh the perspective on this. I would like to look for the next long on this out of here. But the question is, can that long set a new high? I mean, the environment is awfully bullish right now, so maybe it can set a new high. But I would definitely be targeting the bottom of this range as a first target, because this could start incurring a bearish flow where we lose that range. We do get some lift out of here, only to back test the prior range for a fall down to something more like this guy. But yeah, and then on another perspective, right? That's just if we lose the range. The low that we just touched right in between what I was saying and it just happened right here. This low here. That low could very well hold. It could return to break this high, and then you may make a rotation right back to the other side of the range. Especially if you clear this. If you can return, if you can SFP that low, return and break that high, you may have an opportunity to get all the way back up to the top of that range. But that's if you break that, and obviously pay attention to the zone at 84.78 to 86.45. But see, you got initial signs that low wants to hold. Come back above 82.99, and I think you've got an attempt at a scalp to this high, and then if that high breaks, then I think you need to probably like close the trade possibly and look to re-enter somewhere down there, or you can hold it like a rebel, what do we have down here? Yeah, so obviously way less selling at this low than at the prior low. And that's why you wait for a structure confirmation right there. What does that mean for Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin finally going to have a retracement? You bastard. You bastard child. You are going to have a retracement, huh? Anyways, I'm super overtime. Yeah. Fraz Ali. It happens to me all the time, dude. It happens to me all the time. That's like that. What was that fucking chart we were looking at earlier? Was it SEI? Is it SEI? Is it this one? Yeah. Like, these are the kinds of things I do and don't even fucking remember. It happens to me all the time. It happens to me all the time. I swear to God, the amount of times I've come on a stream and done TA on Coins for People and then went around and traded Bitcoin to have a mediocre day at best. And then that same person asked for that same chart 3 days later, and I look at it and I go, what the fuck was I doing trading Bitcoin? Happens to me all the time. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm way past due. I'm way past due. So I'm gonna leave. Adios, amigos. I will say the whiff chart made my day. The whiff chart made the stream worth it for me.